Hello to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. If you've ever seen paintings of Tamara Łempicka, then you are already fascinated with her. And with me here is Marisa Łempicka. We contact her through Skype. Hello, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes, so Marisa is a great-granddaughter of Tamara Łempicka, and because of it, she's able to pass to us some great personal stories which we would not be able to hear, I would say, anywhere else. So this week we contact you when you are in Colorado. We are in Warsaw. And I would say, but Tamara is coming back to Warsaw in many, many ways. And I would say there are two ways of portraying her in Poland. One way is, I would say, a little bit scandalous, focusing more about her life as a personal life, as a feminist, especially, I would say, with a rich love life as well. But it's a little bit shallow way of portraying her. And the other way, I would say, is a new wave of rediscovering Łempicka as an absolutely great artist, one of the biggest artists, Polish artists in 20th century, and also as a very ambitious and women who put in her biography, I would say, the whole century. And what I've also read about her in the book of actually Grzegorz Musiał is the fact that, for example, she prayed on the rosary, that she had a very huge of searching God as well. So she was not only, I would say, as someone who just was searching for Parisian affairs in Paris, which sometimes some publications just shallow her to it. How do you approach this topic?
You know, it's interesting what you say. Tamara wanted to be remembered as a great artist, as an artist, and I think she deserves the right place in art history. I think there's a reevaluation of women artists, female artists around history, and she's definitely one of them that should be in the art canons of art history in the world. She did live, you know, when she was in Paris in the 20s and 30s, remember, it was the les années folles, the crazy years. So, of course, there was, and she was young. She was only 20 years old. So, and she was an artist, and she was mingling with all these amazing artists and musicians and immigrants from all over the world. So, you know, she dove into that life, but her main focus was always her art. She developed her own unique style that you can nowadays totally recognize. You see an original Lempicka, and you can see she mixed Renaissance with Cubism, and those amazing colors that nobody else was doing in those days, and nobody has done since. I mean, she's now been copied a lot, and a lot of her paintings have been used in advertising, movie sets. Fashion designers have been inspired by her artwork. Even there's a Broadway musical. Now Broadway is, unfortunately, they postponed everything, but it's called Lempicka the Musical. So she's still nowadays inspiring.
Wonderful. I haven't heard about it. So there is a musical coming about Łempicka. Yeah. Oh, fabulous! That actually it could make her more popular. Like, after all, I would say Hamilton taught us so much about U.S. history.
Yeah, it's interesting. Actually, the woman that's the director is she's one of the few women in Broadway that has a Tony Award. She's a Tony Award winner. Her name is Rachel Chavkin, and she's the director of the future.
And the musical will be devoted to Łempicka's life, is it?
Well, you know, going, like you say, it's based on her life. It's a novelized portrayal, and there's many ways of looking at Lempicka. This is one way. It's not. There are some historical facts, but It's more of a novel. Tamara's life could be a novel. There's so many things that are still mysteries. Going back to your question about the rosary, I have to say, I think in her later life, Mexico is very Catholic, and her friend Victor was a Catholic, and they did go to church on Sundays. But Tamara was more pragmatic. She was practical. She believed in what you could do. There's a saying that she would say, there's no miracles, there's only what you do. So I think this belief of hardworking and really directing your life, I think that's also why, going back to your question, why so many women feel inspired by her, because she was one of the first women in her generation to really take charge of her life. In those days, women just started being able to have bank accounts, for example, drive cars. So she controlled her life. She controlled her finances. She controlled the media around her. She controlled, obviously, her artwork. She controlled her private life. She was in control of her life. And I think that's why so many women do feel inspired by her.
I would say the way she controlled her life and how strong she was, she would be a very strong figure even right now, just as a human being, not even a man or woman. Like, she was so unique, and her paintings are so unique that it is a very strong character herself, and she could be an inspiration for many. And I do hope that the audience of Poland Daily will be inspired by her and by her story, and read books about her, and I hope we'll go to the publication you are preparing, and as well maybe we'll have a chance to watch a musical about Łempicka. So thank you very much for being with us.